Shalom, shalom. Right, this is the brother Bakash from the Angels of Yahweh. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash, right? As giving all praises and honor and glory to the Most High God, the Father, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit, man. Right, we're the Angels of Yahweh, right? Week in, we come out week in, week out, right? Do the work of the Lord, right? And through the power of Spirit, we give you all the angels reloaded channel, man, right? A sign, a signet, right, for us to keep going as a camp and as a nation, man, right? So my lesson gonna fall into that, right? A lesson on keep going forward, right, through the power and spirit, right? Like the brother say, more scholarship, you know? So it's a blessing that the Most High God counting us worthy, right, seeing us faithful to be in this truth, to be ministers of this truth, right? That's what we abide by here at this camp, right? So I'm gonna go into the lesson, right, about going forward, right? Because life sometimes, life will try to misdirect you or pull you backwards, you know, but you got to keep moving forward, keep going through all the trials and tribulations, through the good and bad, the pros and cons, and everything that's thrown at you, right? The Most High God said what? Endure hardness as a soldier, and I'm gonna bring that out, man, as a good soldier, man. All right, so you got to keep going forward, right? It's not time to look back like how Lot's wife did. It's not time to look back and go back into the world, because ain't no point, right? Ain't no point. Once you in this truth, right, you can only go forward, man. How the angels move forward. They move forward, you know what I'm saying? They don't step back. They don't step to the side, to the right. They go forward, man, through the power and spirit, right? So how much more us as a nation of people, man, right? So I'm going to bring out the first precept, right? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 32, and verse 6. It says, "For this shall every one that is godly pray unto thee in the time when thou mayest be found," right? Speaking about the Most High, pray to the Most High in the time which he must be found. "Surely in the floods of great waters, they shall not come nigh unto him," right? Meaning that man that's seeking the Lord, that's praying to the Lord, right? Going forward through trials and tribulations, going forward through the hardest times of his life. A man that's seeking Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah through all his rough patches, not just praying and calling to the Most High God when he going through good, man, right? Seeking the Most High God in all things, man, right? It says, "Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance." Salah, man. Right? It says the Lord is our hiding place, and he should preserve us from trouble, man. Right? That doesn't mean that the weapon formed against you is not going to be formed, right? But it puts an emphasis on the weapon formed against you should not prosper, right? The Lord said he should preserve me from trouble. "Thou shalt compass me with the songs of deliverance," right? And these songs being these prayers, man. These songs being these things that David spoke about, right? These songs is being the song is being this truth, man. Right? The Lord is going to give us something as a reference point to keep going forward, man. Right? Verse 8, it says, "I will instruct thee and teach thee in thy way, like in the way which thou shalt go." It says, "I will guide thee with my eye." So the Most High God is going to instruct your way, man. The Most High God is going to, you can ask the Most High God, and that's why people in this truth say, be careful what you ask for, because the Most High God don't think how we think, right? We can ask the Most High God to strengthen us, to give us strength, to make us a better person, better man, not knowing that comes with being broke down first to get that strength, to become a better person, a better man, woman, a child, right? It comes with something, right? That's why you got to keep going forward, because when the heat is turned on, right, it's easy for you to move your hand away from the heat, man, and turn the stove off, man, right? Versus keeping your hand over the fire and taking the heat, right? But you got to keep moving forward, keep going forward, man, through the power and spirit, because the Most High God said he will instruct thee and teach thee the way which thou will go, and he will guide them with his eye, man, right? Verse 9, it says, "Be ye not as the horse or as the mule which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held in with bit and bridle, lest they come near unto thee," man, right? So don't be, right, as a horse or a mule which have no understanding, man. Right, you want to be a brother of understanding why you go through certain things, right? Understanding what you ask for in prayer, the Lord will give it to you no matter how hard it seems or what you go through in that moment. But you got to keep going forward. You got to keep persevering, man. You got to keep moving, man, right? Let me get this precept real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and I'm going to start at verse 8, right? Because the Most High God thoughts is not our thoughts, man. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Right? So the Most High God, we can't even fathom how the Most High God thinks, man. Right? Like I said, you can ask the Most High God to build you up to become a man, woman, or child, right? In this truth, to be great, to be a great vessel, to do marvelous and miraculous works through the power and spirit of the Most High God. But you have to understand that it comes with something. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to be handed to you, right? The Most High God is not going to give you the golden ticket without you first going through something to be proven, right? And you being proven work of patience and prudence. You see what I'm saying? And that's a part of going forward. Keep going forward, even when it's hard, right? Even when it seems like, Lord, why you putting me through this, right? Well, you asked for it, right? And how much more you, and why not you, right? That should be the question. Why not me, right? Why am I not going through these different things, right? Because the Lord said he dealeth with his sons, right? He dealeth with his sons a certain way, right? He dealeth with the people that seek him and call upon him in a certain way, man, right? The Most High God can break you down, man, just to build you up, just so you can keep going forward, like I once said earlier. You see what I'm saying? So the Most High God ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts, man, right? The Most High God knows exactly how much you can and cannot take, man. He knows exactly what's going to break you down to build you back up. He knows exactly how to keep you going. He knows exactly how to put you in a situation where you're compromised, right? You have no choice but to seek and call upon him, right? Versus put you in a situation and letting you just freely pass in the situation and you get a free pass. It don't work like that with the Most High God. You got to go through something, man, and get this kingdom, man. You got to go through something to grow, man, right? You got to constantly be endeavored. You got to constantly be enduring, right? In this walk. This walk is not a rabbit race, man. It's a turtle race. You see what I'm saying? It's a turtle race. You got to take your time and endure, man, right? They say it's a good saying, man. It's not about going from point A to Z, right? It's about in between that moment before you get to Z, right? You can start at A, but it's about the journey, man. It's about the journey that counts. You see what I'm saying? Before you get to Z, man. It's the journey, man. It's about keep going forward, no matter what you're facing, man, right? You cannot give up on this truth or the Most High God. You got to keep going forward, man. No matter how hard it may get, no matter how rigorous it may become, right? No matter how many attacks you may go through spiritually, mentally, physically, right? You have to keep going forward because the Most High God said, I am with thee, man. Well, I will show you. I will teach you. I will give you the guidance, man, to keep going in this truth. I will give you the guidance to endure to the end. But just keep believing on me and keep doing my works, man, which is the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, right? Having faith through all situations, man, right? Thanking the Most High God just to thank him, man, right? No matter what, you got to keep going forward, man. Right? Let me pull this precept real quick. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29. And I'm going to start at verse 11. Right? It says, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end, man. The Most High God say, he don't even take pleasure in the death of the wicked, man. So how much more you who's striving to do great and do better things, man? You that's actually keeping the commandments, man. The Lord say his thoughts is of peace and not of evil, but to give you an expected end, man. Right? To give you something to look forward to, a kingdom, man. Right? Endurance, man. The Most High God got something great in store for the nation, man. For you as an individual, if you keep going, man. Keep moving forward. The whole message to keep moving forward, man. Right? Verse 12. Then you should call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. The Lord say you should pray unto me in these times, and I will hear you, man. I will hear you when I'm putting you through the fiery trial, and it seems like it's too much. The Lord say, pray unto me, and I will hear you, man. I should surely hearken. I should surely incline my ear to you, man. Incline my ear to you. You see what I'm saying? Right? The Lord say, I will do these things, man. Right? Verse 13. It says, and ye shall seek me and find me. Right? When ye shall search for me with all your heart. Right? The Lord said, you should seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart, man. The Lord is not, whatever the Lord say goes, man. Right? Nothing returns to the Lord. Whatever the Lord says does not return back unto him void, man. Right? That's the part of you keep going forward, man. Seeking the Most High God, right, for guidance. Because he said, I will guide you, right? Making the Most High God your refuge, right? Making the Most High God, right, your refuge when you're going through the storm, when you're going through the trials, the tribulations, the temptations, right? When you're falling short, right? When you're going to the wayside, right? When things seem blurry in front of you, right? When you just don't know in the moment, right? Seeking the Most High God is very detrimental of becoming great, becoming strong, right? Living in the prayers that you once prayed for, right? The Most High God is doing these different things for a reason, so you can call upon him in a time of trouble, so you can become stronger mentally, so you can become wiser as a vessel, so you can become the person you want to become and you prayed for, man. The Most High God will give you these things, but it may not be the way that you may think. It may come in a way that you once feared, right? A lot of people, the Most High God knows your fears, man. He knows exactly what your fear is. He knows exactly what to do to take that fear away from you and give you a spirit of peace and sound mind, man. Why? Because that's a part of your faith. That's a part of believing on him, man. He will show you that you can survive anything I put you through. As long as you keep my laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, I will put you through these tests, but I will surely make a way for you to come out on the end, on the top, and survive, man, and endure to the end. I will make sure that you keep going forward, man, through the power and spirit, man. The Most High God is beautiful, man. The Most High God is beautiful, man, right? We serve a mighty God, man, the true power, man, right? Not the gods of the other nations, man, right? We serve Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man, the true living power of the creator of heaven and earth, man, right? This is the book of Isaiah chapter 41, and I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, fear thou not, for I am with thee, right? Be not dismayed, for I am thy God, right? I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will upon thee with the right hand of my righteousness. The Lord say, fear not, for I'm with you, man, right? And I'm speaking to myself, right? I'm speaking to myself. It's been in a lot of situations where, it was, I had to be mind over matter. You see what I'm saying? Satan will trick you, man. He will make you feel like the Most High God is not there, but the Most High God is there, man. Right? You think when Yahweh Shah was on the cross and he was calling out to the Most High God, that the Most High God, just wasn't hearing him 100%. Of course, Christ had to go through what he was going through, right? But the Lord knew the purpose of why he was putting him what he was putting him through, right? When the fire was hot, right? When Christ was enduring, when Christ was going through what he was going through, right? He knew it was for a reason, and the Most High God knew it was for a reason, man, right? He was that perfect sacrificial lamb. And how much more us in this truth who make ourselves our body a living sacrifice, man, who make ourselves a living sacrifice, man. Right? So fear is easy to come into fruition in the mind of men, women, and children in this truth who are constantly under attack by demons and Satan and demonic things on the spiritual level, man. Right? Fear can easily overcome and take thee, man. Right? But the Lord say, fear thou not, for I am with thee, be not dismayed, for I am thy God, man. I'm your help, man. We talking about the creator of heaven and earth. It's telling you don't fear, but keep moving forward, right? This is for me also, man. This is for any brother, any sister who are dealing with certain things in life, who got them doubtful, who got them fearful. The Lord say, keep going, man, right? Keep moving forward, man, right? It says, for I will strengthen thee, right? Yea, I will help thee, and I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness, man. Right? The Most High God, you can't lose when you're on the side of the Most High God. Right? Who can lose when you got the Most High God with you, man? Right? Who can lose, man? Right? I'm gonna pull this precept real quick. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Confounded meaning confused. Did anybody ever trust in the Lord and the latter end was confusion? Right? Did anybody ever trust in the Lord and the latter end was destruction and demise, man? No. Right? It says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Right? Did any abide in the commandments of the Most High God? Right? Did anybody abide in the conscious mind to do right and righteous and they were forsaken? No, because the Most High God says he's angry with the wicked every day. So how much more you who is actually trying, man? Right? Who's actually trying to be a better man, woman, a child, a better husband, better wife, a better son, better daughter. How much more you, right, who's actually trying, man? Will you be forsaken? That's a rhetorical question, man. It says, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Who did he ever hate that called upon him for help and sincere help, man? Who did he ever hate who called upon the true names of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah for true and sincere help in a time of trouble, man? Who did he ever despise who was calling on him to keep going, man? Nobody, man. The Lord said he don't despise those that call upon him in true mercy with a contrite heart, right? Verse 11, it says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in a time of affliction, man. Can't nobody deliver you but the Most High God, man. Right? When you fighting a disease, when you going through mental destruction, when you going through physical, I don't want to say destruction, but when you going through mental, a mental battle, a physical battle, right? When you going through these different things, ultimately it's up to the Most High God, to deliver you from these things. That's why it's important for you to seek him, to keep going through the fight, man. Right? A lot of fighters win fights when people think they're about to lose, man. Right? A lot of fighters, when they back against the rope and this all they got, and they think about, man, look, I got to make it. I got to win this world championship, man. I got to get this title. I got to get this belt. Same thing with us. We got to get this kingdom. We got to keep going. A lot of people win their fights, or a lot of people show up in shining moments when their back is against the wall, man. Right? When they it's either this or that. Right? That's the ultimatum. It's either win with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, or it's either pack your bags and go home. Right? So that's the ultimatum, right? That's your back being on the wall. Right? And brothers in this truth is gonna fight, man. Right? At least I know over here in the angels of Yahweh, we gonna fight to the best of our ability, man. Right? We may be swinging for dear life, we may be tired through the spirit, right? But we still fighting, man. We still getting up daily, right? We still getting up week in, week out, right? We still fighting, you know what I'm saying? Right? The Most High God dealing with every brother different, right? Every brother got a different spirit on them, but nonetheless, they're all fighting through the power and spirit to go and keep going forward, man. Keep moving forward, man, right? This is the book of Matthew, right? Let me pull this precept. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 26, and I'm going to start at verse 26, and I'm going to start at verse 41, right? I'm gonna start at verse 40. It says, and he cometh he cometh unto the disciples, and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, what, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Right? Because Yahushua told Peter, to stay up, right? And Peter fell asleep. You see what I'm saying? It says, 41, it says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. That's why you got to be fervent in prayer, man. Right? Pray without ceasing, man. Right? And I'm speaking for myself, right? This message is for everybody to keep going forward, man. Right? Be fervent in the truth and the spirit. Be fervent with the prayer, right? Pray that you don't enter into temptation, man. Because temptation can be very detrimental, right? Temptation is not for the weak, man. Temptation can make you or break you. Temptation is who you are, right? Is who you are, man. It defines who you are, nonetheless, right? If you fall short to every piece of temptation that's thrown at you, then brother, you obviously got to be built up through the spirit. You obviously got to get stronger, because it's brothers in this truth, right, whose temptation back in the world used to be lust, used to be women, right? Brothers used to be ladies, men in the world. Now our brother has enough wisdom, enough fear, right? Enough righteousness, right, to where women are no longer a temptation for them, man. Right? They don't need to go sin and be lustful with a woman, man. They don't need to go put themselves in positions that's not need be. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, Yahushua say, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. It's easy for the flesh to fall into temptation, man. Right? This flesh is a filthy rag, man. Right? So your spirit, your mind got to be right. You got to have the right, righteous mind to keep going forward, man. Right? Pray to the Most High that he delivers you from these things, man. That he helps you move forward. And he helps you to become a person of great understanding, a person of good obedience, a person that becomes a vessel unto the Lord that is righteous, a vessel that makes the Most High God happy, right? To be on his good side, man. You got to pray, because temptation can surely come and sweep you away, right? And once temptation is able to sweep you away, if you don't, what they say in the world, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. It's the same way in this truth. The same concept applies, man, right? You got to stand on something. You got to be about something. You got to walk this walk in truth and sincerity. You can't just speak about it and don't walk the walk. You got to keep going forward. You got to keep moving, right? Even when you're tempted to go back into the world. right? You gotta kind of keep going forward. You can't look back. You can't look to the side, right? You gotta keep moving, man. Because a lot of people in the world, they don't have the same mission that you have. They're not on the same path that you on. The Most High God didn't place the spirit on them the way he placed it on you, man. Right? He told Jeremiah, I knew thee before I formed thee in the womb. Right? I knew who you was before I formed you, man. You was always going to be different from the next man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God gave him his own attributes and characteristics to make it, to endure, to keep going forward, man. To become who he was through the power and spirit, man. Right? Let me get this. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10. And I'm going to start at verse 13, man. All right? Because the Most High God knows, man. He knows what can break you and what can make you, man. He knows how to, pull you down and watch you lift back, watch you crawl out that hole to become stronger, man. The Most High God will put you in the gym, right, and watch you work out, man, for your benefit, right? But he there as a spotter, though, man. He got you, man. He says, fear not, for I'm with thee, man, right? That's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. It says, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, man. So the Most High God knows, man. He won't put nothing upon you that you can't take, man. He won't give you a backpack that you can't put on your back and carry, man. He won't give you a cross that you can't carry, man. Right? It says, but will with temptation also make a way to escape, that she may be able to bear it, man. That's a part of the Most High God being faithful, merciful, long-suffering, patient, man. Right? The Most High God will make a way for you, man. That's like helping your children with homework, man. Right? You know the exact answer, but you got to be patient with them, man. You got to teach them the way. You got to teach them the correct answers, man. You got to teach them, Salaki. You got to teach them, right, how to excel in whatever curriculum it is, right? The Most High God is teaching us how to excel in His truth, in His vessel, in these chains of darkness, man, right? Through the mind, through the spirit, the Most High God is teaching us, man, through all trials and tribulations and temptations, man, right? Even though we know the Most High God doesn't tempt thee, right? But who's to say that Satan is not coming to tempt you, man? Just like with Job, man. Satan came to the Most High God and said, and the Most High God said, have you inquired my servant Job? And Satan said, yeah, I have, but you got angels around him, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. I can't move him because you're protecting him, man. Right? It all goes back to the Most High God. The Most High God is the ultimate form of protection, man. He got the ultimate say-so in everything in this life, about this life, right? Think about who you serve, man. I'm speaking to myself as well. Think about who you serve, man. Think about who gave you his name, who gave you this truth, who gave you the commandments, right? Who made us a nation, who made us camps, right? Who made us, prophets and apostles and so forth and so on, priests, so forth, right? The Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Bakak Wadash, man, right? Like, it's a beautiful thing when you really think about it, man. The Most High God said, I will make a way for you to keep going forward, man. I have to continually reiterate, keep going forward, man, right? It's no time to look back. It's not time to give up on yourself. It's not time to give up on Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. It's not time to give up on the brotherhood. It's not time to give up on things that matter most, man, right? Because we live in a short time, man, right? The time is day by day. Every day that passes by is a day closer to the kingdom, man. A day closer to Jacob's trouble. A day closer to prophecy being fulfilled, man. A day closer to this thing really being over, right? And the kingdom of heaven, right, being established, man. It's a day closer to your glory, man. It's a day closer to get right. It's a day closer, a day forward to repent, right? It's a day to keep going forward, man, right? If you got breath in your lungs, I mean, the Most High God is still dealing with you, giving you a chance, man, right? As a whole, as a nation, as a people, us all, right? So I want to say, Tawadi, how about Shimi, how shot, just for that, right? Thank you. Thank you for the breath of life. Thank you for the glory you bestowed upon me, right? Thank you for giving me the wisdom that I do have, the things that I do have. I have kept sacred and secret. Thanks for all things through the power and spirit, man. Right? Let me get this precept real quick in Luke. All right. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 36, man. It says, watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, to stand before the Son of Man. Right? So Yahweh Shah said, watch and pray. Right? Watch and pray that you be accounted worthy to keep going forward, to escape everything that should come to pass, right? And to stand before me, man. Right? To stand at the end and be crowned, man, and be crowned, man. Right? Like, think about that for a second, man. You got to endure every single thing that's thrown your way, man. What doesn't kill you make you stronger, man. You got to keep going forward, man. And during the hardships and during the good, the bad, everything that comes in this walk of life, man, right? Everything that comes with it, you have to endure, man. Keep moving forward, man, right? Pray and watch always. Be aware, be vigilant, right? Because Satan, what? Satan going to or fro, seeking whom he may devour, man, right? Satan is waiting for you to slip up, man. He's waiting for you to get weak in the spirit. He's waiting for you. He's waiting to come test you, man. He's waiting to see you fall, man. He's waiting to go back to the Most High God and say, see, I told you, if you put him through this, he'll forsake you. He'll give up on you. Right? If you take this away from him, right, he'll leave the truth. I told you that he wasn't for you, man. Right? Satan is watching you, man. He's hawking you, man. Right? He waiting on that perfect moment to send the demons to attack your mind, spirit, and soul, man. Your body, man. Right? To attack you in whatever way, shape, form, or possible, man. Right? So that's why it's important to have the Most High God on your team, man. Because the Most High God has the final say-so, man. Right? The Most High God told Satan when he asked to tempt Job, right? He told Satan, and you can try him, but don't kill him, right? So basically, he told him, hey, what doesn't kill you make you stronger, man. Right? You can't harm my servant, man. You're gonna make him stronger, man. And what Job get? He got 100 times more than everything than what he lost, man. Right? He got more than what he lost, man. In the moments of him going through his despair, his trials and tribulations, man, in the moment where he felt like giving up, he didn't want to be there. He was, Job was distraught. He wished he wasn't born, right? He wanted to give up, man. He wanted to give up, but the fact that he kept going forward, he had people in his ear telling him to forsake the Most High God, give up on his truth. Right? I had somebody tell me when I was going through a situation, right? What's that stuff you be doing? Is that your religion? If that's stressing you out, just step back for a minute. Hey, to hell with that, man. I was back out there the next week, right? I was back out there the next week doing the work of the Lord, man. Right? Because I understand Satan is trying to take this from me, man. From all the brotherhood, man, the sisterhood, the children, man. He trying to see you lose. He wants you to lose, man. Right? So he'll mess with your mind. He'll mess with everything around you just so you can give up. Just so you can give up, man. Right? We concrete over here, man. We ain't just cement, we concrete. You see what I'm saying? Right? We stiff over here, man. Through the power and spirit, we give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, man. That we this way, man. Because we could have gave up plenty of times, man. We wanted to give up plenty of times. Right? Speaking for myself, right? I'm pretty sure other brothers in the truth, too. Other sisters in the truth, too. Right? Wanted to give up in this fight because it got that hard. But you got to understand, these are things that we prayed for. When you ask the Most High God, to change you, to build you, to strengthen you, to help you endure, it's going to come with hardships. You living in the same exact prayer that you once prayed for, right? He's giving you that. He's giving you that just to build you into that, man, right? So the Most High God does everything for a reason. There's no coincidences in this truth, man. Everything is for a reason and for a purpose, man. Everything has to be established. Everything is in order, man, right? So we got to keep going, man. Keep fighting the fight, man. Right? The fight is not over with, man. The fight ain't over with till the fat lady sings, man. Till Yahweh Shah crack the sky, man. Right? Then the fight will be over with, man. Right? Then we have peace, man. Right? After we take the nations down, right, and get back our land and everything be established, man. To rule, right, 1,000 years with Yahweh Shah, right? To be seated on the throne, to be crowned, right? To have the glory, right? Share the glory, man. Do the works of Yahweh Shah and much more. That's what we fighting for, man. Right? Satan don't want you to have that, man. These demons don't want you to have that, man. Right? You got to keep moving forward, man. Right? This is the book of 2 Timothy. Right? I'm going to close out with this. Right? So I'm telling every brother to keep going, man. Keep fighting the fight, man. Keep fighting the fight because it's not an easy fight, man. Right? This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse, chapter 2. And chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, "And these things that thou hast heard of me amongst many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, whom shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushua. No man that warreth entangled himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier," man. Right? So we can't get entangled with the affairs of this life, man. Right? It's no man that warreth. Right? When you come into this truth, you come into a war, man. This is a war of life and death, man. This is a war of the kingdom, right, or being destroyed on this side, man. Right? This is a war that you fighting, man. It's a battle. Every day is a battle, right? When a soldier wake up, right, he understands if I walk out this door, man, it's either I'm gonna return back or I ain't gonna never come back. Once you open up the door, or once Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua opens that door unto you, right? Once he calls upon you and you pick up that call, right? Ain't no just hanging up the phone, right? Once he open the door for you in this truth, ain't no just closing the door because you're fearful. No, you got to keep going. You got to walk all the way through the door. Every piece of your body, structure, limb, whatever, organ, bone, you got to put it forth. It's all a sacrifice, man. That's what Yahweh did. He sacrificed himself, man. He kept going forward, man. And he knew that he was going to have to go through something, man. He knew that it was going to be tough. He knew it was going to be hard, man. He knew that these things wasn't just going to come easy. He knew that the reconciliation of Israel wasn't just going to be a cakewalk, right? So how much more us who trying to reconcile back to the Father through Yahweh Shah, who is our mediator, and we know it's not a cakewalk. We know we got to keep going forward no matter how hard it may seem, man. The Lord say, keep my commandments. My commandments shouldn't be grievous. This truth shouldn't be grievous. Even though it has this